Hey guys, welcome back to Oliver Smith's Watches. I'm George's Ryan, and here in Scottsdale, we've developed a really cool watch community. We talk about it a lot, but it's really deep. But because of that, we're in a really tight circle of authorized dealers that independent brands seek out.
Yep.
And today we're going to talk about one of them. We're one of 8 outlets in the country for this watch. It's a company that didn't do 1,000 watches last year. Very small, fiercely independent. Today we're going to be talking about Cyrus watches. Cyrus was founded in 2010, so in the grand scheme of the watch world, it is a very, very young company. But it was the brainchild of Jean-François Mojon, who is a master watchmaker and pretty much the brains behind some of the most important watches ever. The guys worked for MBMF. The guys worked, he did the Opus 10 for Harry Winston. He did that really cool watch for Hermes with like the dual time, and it would rotate around. So behind the scenes, he's just been collecting awards. He's got 2 GBHG wins.
Yep.
But this is the line where he gets to flex, do his own movements, cases the whole 9. So this is really the man behind the brand doing the man in front of the brand kind of a thing. So today we're going to talk about 4 of the major movements that Jean-François has put together over the years. So each one of these 4 major movements has that something that brings me into it. And you know, I like the quirky, I like the interesting. Start with probably his most simple watch. This is the GMT. And like most GMTs, you have your standardized time, and then you have a 24-hour time, and then a separator for your hours.
Correct.
But small little things, if you look at the inner, and I'm sure we'll go to B-roll here, on the inner rotation here at the 24 for 24 hours, it would intersect the seconds hand. Instead of that, it retrogrades all the way back around to 24 instantaneously. I love it. It's just those little tricks that keep me coming back. Moving on to their next complication, kind of a really cool alarm watch. Alarm watches you don't find very often in the watch world. They're hard to do, one. And most time, if you do them, they're what we call a dumb alarm. You set the alarm for 6, and it goes off every 6, every 6, every 6. This is a smart alarm. That little dial down there at 5 o'clock reads like a separate clock. And that will give you the exact time you want the alarm to go off. And it's not a buzz. It's an actual like minute repeating ding.
Yep.
It rings. It's absolutely awesome. And then we have the big boy stuff.
Yes. So if you are looking for something a little different on your tourbillon, they did something completely different on this one. It's actually on a vertical axis on the watch. So as you're looking at it, the tourbillon's rotating forward, and it's also acting as your second hand, which is really, really cool. And then just above that at 12 o'clock, you also have a rotating ball, which is actually your power reserve with a 4-day power reserve on this watch, just going from 4, 3, 2 to 1. If you're looking for a watch that also is going to look great over time, this is all encased in sapphire crystal. We all know how hard a sapphire is to scratch.
2,000 Vickers.
Yeah, which is insane. So it's one of those watches where you could see from every single angle the movement on this thing. And actually, with the tourbillon being vertically, it actually works better because they're originally meant to actually stay vertical in your pocket on a pocket watch.
Correct.
By Louis Breguet back in the day.
Well, I've only seen one other company do a vertical tourbillon, and that's Francois Paul Journe. So it puts it in some really, really rarefied air. You have retrograding minutes, so legibility is great. Once your brain understands it,
correct.
Super cool watch. But we've also kind of found lately a lot of our regulars might be getting a little bit done with how some companies handle their product, but that's for another video. But a lot of our guys are really down the rabbit hole. They've kind of owned everything. They're looking for something, a
little left of center,
a little outside the box. And Ryan is wearing their double chronograph. I will admit, initially, I didn't understand the watch. Getting hands on with it, it makes a ton more sense. It is 2 independent chronographs. One engaging at 12 o'clock, one engaging at 6 o'clock. 2 color-matched crowns to manipulate each one independently of the other. And it occurred to me, it's kind of like a Roger Pont, where you don't necessarily need to track 2 things, but if you do, it's a really cool and simple way to do it. You could do an elapsed time versus your lap times.
Yep.
You just trying to come up with different ways to use it. If you're cooking, you can have that one thing for how long your turkey's been in the oven, and then still do when you have to flip your steaks.
Yep.
You know, I always think about cooking with these things. I think that would be a really smart use of that. So all these watches are actually available here at Oliver Smith Live. We just got them in literally last night. We had the kickoff party, which was great. So if you have any curiosity for this brand or any of the brands we carry at Oliver Smith, please stop by.
Remember, we have 2 stores in Scottsdale, one at Fashion Square Mall, one here at Gainey. Don't forget about our guys up in Aspen, Colorado. And again, if you want to see any of this product, you could also see it 24 hours a day on oliversmithjeweler.com.